My beloved ones, listen closely, because this is not noise, this is not entertainment, and this is not coincidence. There is a reason you stopped here, a reason your attention slowed down just enough to hear this voice speaking straight into the quiet places of your heart. This is the kind of moment that changes direction, the kind of moment people look back on and say, something shifted right there. And before we go any further, before this message unfolds completely, take a breath, because this is where you can pause, connect, and bring others with you into this space, knowing that what follows is meant for those who are ready to hear what has been waiting to be spoken. I don't expect this from you, not after everything I've carried you through, not after the doors I opened when you had no strength to knock, not after the times I spoke to you gently and you heard me clearly, only to walk away as if it didn't matter. I don't say this in anger, and I don't say this to crush you. I say it with a weight you can feel in your chest, because disappointment from love feels heavier than wrath ever could. You knew better. You felt the nudge, the warning, the quiet resistance in your spirit. And still, you chose comfort over obedience, silence over truth, delay over action. I watched you hesitate when I asked you to stand, and I watched you speak when I asked you to wait. And even now, I am not yelling. I am speaking slowly, deliberately, so you cannot say you didn't hear me. There was a season when your heart was soft, when you flinched at compromise, and turned away quickly from what didn't belong in your life. You remember that version of yourself. You remember how sensitive you were to my presence, how easily you felt peace settle over you when you did what was right. But somewhere along the way, you learned how to silence that feeling. You told yourself it wasn't that serious. You told yourself everyone does it. You told yourself you'd fix it later. And later turned into habit, and habit turned into distance, and distance turned into a version of you that feels tired, restless, and strangely empty, even when surrounded by noise. I don't expect this from you, because I know who you are when you're aligned with me. You didn't fall all at once. You drifted, inch by inch, choice by choice. You let small things slide because they didn't seem deadly, not realizing that erosion doesn't announce itself. It just keeps wearing things down, until what once stood strong collapses under pressure it used to handle easily. You wondered why your prayers felt heavy, why your joy felt forced, why your clarity disappeared. It wasn't because I left. It was because you stopped guarding what I entrusted to you. And still, even now, I'm here speaking, because disappointment does not cancel calling. I don't expect this from you, but I still expect something for you. I expect growth. I expect honesty. I expect you to stop pretending you don't know what needs to change. You've been asking me to fix things while holding on to the very patterns that keep breaking them. You've asked me to bless paths I never told you to walk. You've asked me for peace while entertaining chaos in private. And yet every time you slow down long enough to listen, you feel that familiar pull, that quiet reminder that you were made for more than survival and distraction. You are not weak for struggling, but you are responsible for what you do with what you know. I see the way you justify delays. I see the way you tell yourself tomorrow will be easier, that you'll deal with it when life calms down. But obedience is rarely convenient, and alignment almost always costs you something familiar. You keep waiting for the fear to disappear before you move, not realizing courage shows up after obedience, not before. I don't expect this from you because I've already shown you that you're capable of walking through discomfort without losing yourself. There was a moment when you felt called to speak up, to step out, to separate yourself from what was draining you. You felt it clearly. You felt it in your gut, in your chest, in the quiet moments when distractions fell away. And instead of acting, you negotiated, you compromised, you delayed. You chose temporary peace over lasting alignment. And now you're wondering why you feel unsettled, even when things look fine on the outside. That unease is not punishment. It's invitation. It's the part of you that still recognizes my voice and refuses to let you forget it. I don't expect this from you, but I understand how you got here. I know the pressure you've been under. I know the way disappointment piled up until numbness felt safer than hope. I'm not blind to your wounds, and I'm not offended by your questions. What grieves me is when you settle for less than what you were designed to carry. When you shrink your life to fit your fears, instead of trusting me to stretch you into your purpose. You keep asking why things feel delayed, why progress feels slow, why doors aren't opening the way you imagined. And I keep waiting for you to release what I already told you to let go of. There are things you're holding on to that no longer fit the person you're becoming. Old mindsets, old connections, old versions of comfort that cost you clarity. You want new wine, but you're protecting old containers. I don't expect this from you because you've already outgrown it, even if you're afraid to admit it. Let me be clear with you now, because clarity is kindness. This is not the season to stay quiet, to keep the peace. This is not the season to delay obedience until you feel ready. This is the season to choose alignment over approval, truth over comfort, purpose over familiarity. I know you're afraid of what obedience might cost you, but you haven't fully considered what disobedience is already costing you. The restlessness, the confusion, the subtle grief of knowing you're capable of more. I don't expect this from you, but I still believe in you. If I didn't, I wouldn't be speaking. Silence would be easier. Distance would be simpler. But love corrects. Love calls out. Love refuses to let you stay small when you were created to carry light. You are not disqualified because you drifted. You are not rejected because you hesitated. But you are being invited right now to return with intention. Not guilt, not fear, not shame, but honesty. This is the moment where you stop pretending you don't hear me. This is the moment where you stop asking for signs while ignoring instructions. This is the moment where you decide whether comfort will continue to lead you or whether truth will. I don't expect perfection from you. I expect willingness. I expect movement. I expect you to trust that obedience will meet you with strength you don't currently feel. And here's what you need to understand deeply, because this changes everything. I am not disappointed because I expected you to be flawless. I am disappointed because I know your capacity, and you've been living beneath it. You've been surviving instead of building. You've been coping instead of transforming. You've been quiet when you were meant to speak life, truth, and direction into places that desperately need it. But this is not the end of the conversation. This is the turning point. This is where awareness becomes action, where conviction becomes clarity, where you stop replaying what went wrong and start aligning with what comes next. Stay here. Don't rush. Let this settle. Because what I'm about to say next will require courage, honesty, and a decision you can no longer delay. Stay with me. Don't pull away now, just because the words are getting closer to the places you've been avoiding. This is where most people turn the volume down, distract themselves, or tell themselves they'll come back to it later. But later is where clarity goes to disappear. Right now is where transformation happens. Right now is where you decide whether you're going to keep circling the same patterns or finally step forward into what has been waiting for you all along. I don't expect this from you, but I do expect you to be honest with yourself. You already know what you've been tolerating that you were meant to confront. You already know which doors you keep reopening, even though I closed them for your protection. You already know which habits are slowly dulling your sensitivity to my voice. And the reason this keeps coming back to you is not to condemn you, but to wake you up. You don't accidentally feel conviction. You don't randomly feel unrest. Those are signals. Those are invitations. Those are moments of grace disguised as discomfort. You've been telling yourself you still have time. that things will eventually work themselves out, that you'll change when the pressure gets lighter. But listen carefully now, because this matters. Time does not heal what honesty avoids. Delay does not strengthen what obedience is meant to build. And comfort does not prepare you for the weight of what you've been asking me to trust you with. You want more responsibility, more influence, more impact, but you hesitate when I ask you to clean the foundation. I don't expect this from you, because I've already shown you that you're capable of more discipline, more courage, more integrity than you've been practicing lately. There are moments when you feel the urge to pray, but instead you scroll. Moments when you feel called to speak, but instead you stay quiet to avoid tension. Moments when you feel the need to let go, but instead you hold tighter, because familiarity feels safer than faith. And every time you do, a small part of you knows you're settling. That's the part of you I'm speaking to now. The part that still remembers what alignment feels like. The part that knows peace doesn't come from avoidance, but from obedience. I don't expect this from you, but I haven't withdrawn my grace. Grace is not permission to stay the same. Grace is power to change without being crushed by shame. I'm not standing here with a list of failures. I'm standing here with an open path. You don't have to relive every mistake to move forward. You just have to stop defending what's holding you back. You just have to stop pretending confusion is normal, when it's actually a sign you've ignored direction. You've been asking me to remove certain feelings from your life, but some feelings are meant to lead you to decisions, not disappear. Restlessness is not always anxiety. Sometimes it's your spirit refusing to settle for less. Discomfort is not always a problem. Sometimes it's alignment knocking on the door, asking to be let in. You keep praying for relief, but what you really need is realignment. I don't expect this from you, because I never designed you to live disconnected from your purpose. Let me say this clearly, because clarity brings peace. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. But you are at a crossroads, and pretending you're not will only keep you stuck. One direction leads to familiarity, predictability, and quiet dissatisfaction. The other leads to growth, resistance, and a deeper sense of peace than you've felt in a long time. One feels easier now. The other feels right in your spirit. You already know which one you've been avoiding. I don't expect this from you, but I am asking you to choose intentionally. Stop waiting for a sign when the instruction has already been given. Stop asking others to confirm what I've already made clear to you in private. Stop minimizing the importance of daily obedience while hoping for a dramatic breakthrough. Breakthroughs are built on small, faithful decisions repeated consistently, not on moments of emotional intensity. You've underestimated how much your obedience affects more than just you. There are people connected to your choices, whether you realize it or not. There are conversations that haven't happened yet because you haven't stepped fully into your role. There are lives that will shift because you decided to stop shrinking. You think your hesitation only costs you comfort, but it also delays impact. I don't expect this from you because I created you with intention, not accident, and purpose always extends beyond the individual. This is where you stop negotiating with truth. This is where you stop editing yourself to be more acceptable. This is where you stop saying one day and start saying now. Not because it's easy, not because you feel ready, but because alignment is more important than comfort, and growth requires movement, even when confidence hasn't caught up yet. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to trust me more than your fear. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am asking you to take the next step you already see. You don't need the full map. You need obedience in the moment you're standing in. And when you move, strength will meet you there. Peace will follow. Clarity will sharpen. That's how this works. That's how it has always worked. I don't expect this from you, but I still choose you. I still call you. I still speak to you. And the fact that you're hearing this now is proof that I haven't given up on you, even if you've been tempted to give up on yourself. Let this be the moment you stop running in circles. Let this be the moment you stop settling for almost. Let this be the moment you respond, not with words, but with action. Because what comes next depends on what you do after hearing this. And I am watching, not with disappointment now, but with expectation. Thank you so much, friends, for watching this video on God Jesus Message. I pray that the teachings of Jesus have touched your heart, given you hope, and inspired you to live in His love today. If you enjoyed this message, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Bible teachings, prayers, and inspirational messages. We'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, prayers, or what God has been teaching you lately.